Good afternoon. It's Wednesday. No, it's not, it's Thursday, the 19th of February. It's cold, we've got blue skies, and it's not raining. A little bit of rain this morning, but nothing to write home about. And it's apart from the tiniest whisper of rain. You'd hardly call it rain, just felt a couple of spots. That's it. So we're out in the sunshine, and after yesterday, no matter how cold it is, that is an absolute joy, because yesterday was horrendous. Poor old Milo copped the most of it yesterday. And did he ever. He got saturated, yet he was in no rush to get home. These two, when we were across the water, it started to belt down, and they couldn't wait to turn around and come back home. But Milo, not a problem. All dogs are different, as are people. Sandy likes to lead from the front, and Skye likes to lead from the rear. They all ate their afternoon dinner because we had roast beef today. And they never refuse fresh roast beef. Not never. We've got a good strong blowing wind as well, so the ground will be drier. Not obviously dry. Don't even know whether we'll actually get across the river today, the amount of rain we had yesterday, but we'll find out soon enough. Skye's fur is blowing in the wind. Particularly her eyebrows. Well, we're heading in the right direction. It's that mild today. We literally only just put the heating on when I went out with the dogs. And we've got 100% humidity, which always makes it feel a whole lot warmer than it really is. After getting across yesterday when it was flowing quite fast and quite deep, I better get out in front in case Skye needs a helping hand. She was having a right old doggy paddle yesterday. But she managed it. It's alright for Sandy. She's got an extra 3 or 4 inches on her legs. Come on. I don't think it's too bad. She really does want to go the deepest way though. Go on. You silly sausage. I thought she'd follow me along the edge. we got there. That's all that matters. It doesn't look like there's much activity going on over here, which is another blessing. Hopefully everybody thinks it's flooded and don't bother coming. I would imagine the joggers will certainly think it's not fit. And the schools are on half term today, or this week, so maybe the college is as well. Apologies for the wind, can't do much about that. I have got the microphone windsock on it. We'll give it a bit of shelter from the noise. For those that care, I use the DJI Mic 2 and the DJI Mic Mini, and today I'm using the Mic Mini just because it's smaller and less hassle. I can't tell the difference in the audio quality, and in all honesty I'm not somebody to use the backup audio and sync it to the video that you can do with the Mic 2, because I never get disconnected from my camera, because the camera's only ever 2 or 3 feet away from my mouth, whereas you can go about 300 yards away if you got your camera on a tripod. But then I'd look like a tiny weeny little dot if I did that. So what's the point? No sign of any dark clouds. Which is perfect, because we don't like dark clouds, do we? Dark clouds and rainbows mean we're going to get wet. It wasn't that long ago where you could run. The runners used to run down to the end of the bushes there and along the back behind all that, and then round the far end and come out again. But now it's overrun, and only the truly determined go in behind the bushes. They can't come out the other end because it really is overgrown, but you can see the kind of activities that go on in the bushes, which YouTube might not want to hear about. So we won't say, we'll just leave it to your imagination. They like coming round here because all the tufts of grass have been visited before by other dogs, so they like to catch up on their meal and usually post a parcel for somebody else to come and have a sniff of. They're going the wrong way, they're coming this way. Come on folks! Come on! Come on! It was at this stage yesterday when the heavens opened and they didn't stop. Come on! There's somebody actually running. Not very fast, but making some effort and coming towards us. And Sandy's keeping an eye out. Go Sandy! We're back, just let him get by. We don't want his ankles getting nipped. Good girl. She's behaving, she's not barking at anybody. Well, there isn't anybody to bark at, to be honest. But she didn't bark at that fella. Get up! Sandy! Last thing you want is rolling in mud. Thank goodness there wasn't any mud where she actually went down. Sorry about the shouting. I don't know why she always wants to roll around on wet muddy grass. One thing to roll around in the long grass where she probably feels that she's getting her back scratched, but doing it there is just no sense whatsoever. Still blowing a gale. I think tomorrow is going to be another shocker. We shall wait and see. We're the first to know because we're up first. We're actually not the first. Up one of our neighbours, a few houses away, he's got a dog that he struggles with. He goes out at 4 o'clock in the morning. We think he does that because he wants to avoid us. Come on. He's a few years older than me. Not very steady on his pins. I think he's taken a tumble or two when the dog starts pulling at him. Sandy, get up! And he's more trouble than Sandy. So you can imagine when they come face to face, it's hard work for him. And his dog's at least twice the size of Sandy. So it's particularly hard work. And that's why he goes early, to avoid us, I think. In case you wonder, Sandy is running around at the bottom of my feet. And it's that muddy over there. That fella has turned round and coming back. So I have to put the camera away again so we don't have any trouble. I don't blame him turning round. This is very soft down here, and the size of him, he'd probably sink down to his knees. But now he's seen what it's like down here. he might keep out of our way, which makes life easier for me. Sandy's still on point, pulling like a husky. Still getting blown around. You get a lot of rear view mirror views of Sandy. Don't get many front end views. She's always miles out in front. This mud is slowing her down though. Probably hear my feet squelching. She's going to go down to the water. She's going in the opposite direction to Sandy anyway. No, she just pulled over to have a tiddle and send a load of grass in my direction. Meanwhile, Sandy is pulling. Oh yes, we definitely got to shed a load of rain down here yesterday. All the loose water everywhere. I'm amazed the river didn't raise its levels. At least she's not walking in the water like me. I'll step back so you can see just how much there is. It's a bog. She's coming across it now though. Probably wants a drink, does she? Needless to say, Skye is ploughing straight through it all as well. Never shy of a puddle. She just stands there in the muddy water. Has a drink and then has a tiddle. And Sandy continues to power on. Any cars been wheel clamped today? Can't see any in the car park. Sorry about the wind. It's howling still. Luckily there's no leaves on the trees, so there'll be none getting blown over. Sorry about the wind, I can't help it. I keep apologising for the wind. I actually don't know how noisy it'll be. It was quite noisy yesterday because I didn't have a microphone. Because if I'd had a microphone, the camera wouldn't have been waterproof. I had a different camera anyway yesterday, and as I'm saying about waterproof cameras, this one isn't, and I can feel a few drops of rain, so I'm going to have to put the camera away. See how we go. See you in a few minutes if it goes away. Alright, we're back, more or less in the same place where I stopped. It wasn't raining for all that amount of time. I just left it until the two girls had dried out in the wind and the sun, and we're good to go again. There's a tractor in the field going up and down directly opposite, so we can't go in there. These two barking like lunatics at it. Not a good sign, so we keep away. So we're just doing a couple of laps of this big field, and we're going to finish with one more and then go back for Milo. Skye's in no rush. She wants to go in the other field, see what the tractor's doing, as everybody can hear it clattering away. It's probably irrigating, punching holes, but it might just be mowing. I don't know. I'll have a look when we get to the gap. I'll see when we get to the gap, because we're not exactly rushing. Madam's in the slow lane and she's no intention of picking up speed. Yeah, the tractor's definitely whacking out holes, trying to get rid of some of the moisture, water off the fields. I don't know whether you can see our oversized friend in the distance, still jogging at a snail's pace. I'm better off staying at home and walking up and down the stairs than annoying us. Probably wants to get away from somebody. Now he's coming towards us. He's only doing half laps to keep out of the mud, so we keep coming across him. Pain in the backside. Well, the good news is he's cleared off and gone into the next field, so he's not in our way anymore. The bad news is we're on the way home anyway. Skye's only interested in one thing, and that's the little furry things with the white tails. Carla and Shadow are always in there. I'd walk round, sometimes we'd be out for 2 or 3 hours. We don't stay out as long with these, and they disappear on me for ages and ages, sometimes an hour, and then suddenly they'd pop out and they'd go and sit in the gap between the two fields waiting for me to come round. They weren't daft, they knew I wouldn't desert them, and they knew they could sit where they could find me eventually. Unfortunately, I don't trust these next generation because they've not grown up with us. You don't know what their thinking patterns are, so I don't take a gamble. She's still got her nose buried in the next gap. You can see why me and Wally used to do 2 or 3 laps and then find these hadn't gone any further than about 3 yards, because Wally liked to walk and be with a human, and the 2 scotties, they like to do their own thing and sniff. I keep looking over my shoulder. I think there's a rabbit in the distance. You might just see its fluffy white tail. Yep, there's two just gone by. Skye was watching them. You'll probably have to rewind to see them, but they were there. You probably just see the little white dots of their tails. Now Skye's looking for the rest of the family. I think there was somebody on the other side of the hedge attracting Skye's attention. Come on folks, come on. Not letting them go through that gap. They'll be trying to get in the other field. Come on. Then you'll be dragging them through the hedge backwards. Come on. Nobody about, it's only a load of blackbirds. Right, I'm going to say goodbye from these two, and we'll see you again shortly, this time with Milo. Depends how long this is when I come to edit it, as to whether it is on its own or whether Milo gets attached to it at the end. Whatever it is, we'll see you when we see you. Thanks for watching. Right, we're out with Milo now. The wind's getting up and there's a few big black clouds, all in the space of about 10 minutes. Let's hope they're blowing in an opposite direction to the one we're going in. The gimbal wasn't pointing in the right direction. We're sorted again now. Like I've said already, it's half term and the kids are off school, so there's a lot around. Come on Milo, come on, come on. Keep moving. That's very good. Somebody just rang a bell. Most of the cyclists don't even have a bell, let alone ring it. But she did, and we appreciate it. I didn't have any headphones on, so I heard her coming anyway. More watering and scarifying. I didn't see where his nose is going up there. Hope he's not going to anything unpleasant. We're going for a drink. Yep. At least that water's nice and fresh. Not like the mucky stuff he was drinking yesterday. It's about here where the heavens opened I was just able to get the camera put away quick enough before all hell broke out. And we got drenched. Well, I didn't have my coat on, but Milo did. He was drenched to the skin. And when we got him home, we dried him off with a towel, and we tried to use the hairdryer, and he went bonkers. Didn't want anything to do with the hairdryer. And little so-and-so bit my hand while I was trying to hold him still. So we gave up. But he dried off in front of the fire anyway, so it didn't really matter. It's about 10 Celsius today. No! Just saw what he's going at. About 10 Celsius today. And tomorrow they're talking about 13. Which will be very nice. Only the second time this year we had the washing out on the washing line. I might have brought it in a tad early, but it was ironing dry, so it did the job. Saves having washing strung everywhere. We'll try not to use the dryer unless absolutely necessary, and it hasn't been absolutely necessary now for nearly 2 years. And you can't beat drying clothes in the wind for freshness. There's a lot of people walking about on the opposite side. Milo likes to check the bin. Then he likes to register his presence on the bin. He likes to register his presence everywhere. Come Milo! Milo, come on! Milo! Come on! Come Milo! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Good boy! He's having a good old run around. Throwing the grass everywhere. No eating grass. Come on. Come on, Milo. Come on. His ears flop around, don't they? They've been trimmed back from what they were. Come on. He's like that floppy-haired or floppy-eared creature out of Never-Ending Story when he's running. Come on! He likes to sniff the grass every bit as much as the other two. We're not in any rush though. Come Milo. Let's have a few zoomies too. A few more. Then he sits down and waits for you to catch up, and he's off again. Who's a good boy? Hopefully he can't smell something unpleasant. But he's got a nose for it. If there's anything nasty, you can be sure Milo will find it. Right, well, we're nearly home, so we're going to say goodbye. It's nice to have Milo's company again, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Come on, Milo, let's go. Come Milo. He doesn't want to go. Are you going to go? Come on, Milo.